Hey everyone, I'm Kevin Bartlett.
And I'm Kristine Strauss, and this is The Real Deal with Baird & Warner, where we cover all things real estate.
For buyers, sellers, renters, investors, and fellow agents. Before we get into today's topic, let's take a quick look at this weekend's market activity, and remember to stay tuned for the end of the episode to see what's going on in the mortgage world.
Right, so on the list side, the sell side, this weekend we saw another drop in the inventory. So we're kind of seeing this trending downward cycle here. So not ideal for what we would want to be seeing, but it is what we're faced with right now. So low inventory, and it seems to be staying pretty low.
Unfortunately, we're here to bring you the truth, and it's not always the greatest news. Staying on kind of that theme, we saw the buyer count drop again. That's the second week in a row we saw a pretty significant drop in total amount of buyers looking at listings. We are actually below this same weekend last year, which we haven't really been able to say too much of this year so far.
Right.
So, buyers, I should point out, this time of year is pretty typical for that, so it's no need to panic yet, but buyers, we need you back. In listings, we need you back as well.
Right, absolutely.
So today, Kristine and I are going to take a look at what's going on in the market right now. It's been a crazy year, crazy summer, and we are just kind of starting to see some different trends arising. So we would like to give you sellers out there that are thinking about listing your home some tips about how to approach listing in this market.
Yeah.
So I'll start it off here. Tip number one is setting realistic expectations.
Right.
So, as we've seen, the market has been pretty crazy this year.
Insane.
Totally
insane.
And beneficial for sellers for the most part. Sellers, you've been getting multiple offers, way over list price.
Right.
That's kind of dwindling down a little bit from what we're seeing here. Still limited inventory, so that's still good for sellers, but we are starting to see buyers kind of being more realistic with their offer prices, coming back down to earth a little bit. So as a seller, when you're thinking about listing, you gotta be realistic about how you're pricing the home, because buyers they were already educated, but now they're not necessarily looking to jump through hoops and pay $40,000 over list price to get a home.
That's true. Those days may be behind us now.
Yes.
We'll see. We'll keep you updated.
We'll keep you posted.
All right, so let's dive into tip number 2, which is having your home ready to show and ready to go. Your house still needs to look very presentable. If there are some of those maintenance projects that you're thinking, nah, I don't need to do that, the buyer demand is still hot, I would highly suggest you still go through with making sure that your home is looking like it's in pristine condition. Have those updates done. If you were going to have that fresh coat of paint put on, still do it. It is going to put you in the best position possible, because those buyers are going to walk in and be very impressed and go, wow, this home is truly move-in ready, good to go. And it may end up that you get back in one of those situations where you're getting the multiple offers, going a little bit above list, all of that. So do everything that you can so you're not sitting there not ready to go, having the activity, and then not getting the results that you want.
Absolutely. And you might still get an offer if you don't get prepared. Yeah. But if you're looking to get top dollar, that's what you need to do to get it for sure.
Good point.
Another tip for you is to utilize the private network. I think we've talked about this before, but right now, with the market kind of, I don't want to say dying down, but slowing a little bit, if your home still has some work to be done before you get on the market, and you want to still take advantage of what's going on in the market before it gets too slow for you, you want to utilize that private network and get your home on there now. Potentially still sell before you even get your home improvements made. But it's a good tool to use, and it's being used way more than it used to. For those of you who don't know, private network is just a network visible to realtors that we can now share listings from with our clients, which we weren't able to do before. But it's historically been used more as like a coming soon. People are doing work to their home. They want agents to pass along these properties to their clients and let them know, hey, this house is coming soon. But the usage of the private network now is pretty substantial. It's almost being used as much as the standard market. So if you're looking to get on the market, still have some work to do on your home before getting there, private network is the way to go.
Absolutely. I would 100% agree with that. It's a good spot to be while you're kind of finishing those final things.
Absolutely.
So let's jump to tip number 4. This is our last tip for you today. So being flexible is going to be key to help you through this market. It is always great to have that plan set up ahead of time, ready to go, so you kind of know what you're going to be following. But having the ability to be flexible in today's market is really going to help you through, because there are some things that may come up, whether it's with the timeline or maybe we were a little ambitious with the pricing. So being open to some of those price adjustments, things like that, maybe some new staging tips, or maybe there was something that you felt you didn't need to do in the home and now you're getting a lot of feedback that buyers want to see something done differently. Be open to that. If you can be flexible with the market, it will work wonders for you, and you will be able to really just get yourself through some of the chaos that can come in today's market right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's pretty good in any market,
sure.
Especially this market.
Right.
So we hope you enjoyed these tips. There's plenty more, but we thought these were some good main ones to share with you sellers out there looking at the current market conditions. So we hope you enjoyed those. And now a word from Chris Patras with Key Mortgage for our weekly Mortgage Minute.
Hi, it's Chris Patras bringing you the Mortgage Minute. Today I would like to talk about credit scores when obtaining a mortgage. So many of you are monitoring your credit, perhaps by Credit Karma, NerdWallet, or even your credit card would give you a rough idea of what your credit score is. And I get a lot of questions, what does my credit score have to be to purchase a home? And my answer is, it depends. So it depends on what your down payment is. It depends on the type of loan you are obtaining. It depends on your debt to income ratios. And it also depends on how much cash reserves you would have after closing. So I really suggest you talk to your mortgage loan officer as soon as possible in the process, as soon as you think about you are going to purchase a home. Have your loan officer run your credit so you can get your mortgage credit score. Anything in the 700s is fabulous. However, if your credit scores are in the 600s, that might be okay too. Anything below that, we can certainly help you and give you tips on how to increase those scores and the time frame that it would take to do so. Thank you, I appreciate your time. This is Chris Patras with the Mortgage Minute.
We really enjoyed sharing our seller tips with you to help guide you through this insane summer market that we're seeing. So make sure to tune into our next episode, because we are going to be switching gears and talking all about how, as a buyer, we can help give you some tips to navigate this market as well. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Yep.
So thanks again for joining us. I'm Kevin Bartlett.
And I'm Kristine Strauss. Catch us next time to hear about
The Real Deal.